Well, good morning. Before we begin, I've had reports within the last hour of a shooting up on the UCLA campus. Our thoughts and prayers are with everyone, not only on the campus, but the greater Los Angeles area. Joining me today are Councilmember Mark Kersey, Paz Gomez, the city's Chief Deputy Operating Officer for Infrastructure, our council member from District 4, who's doing a fantastic job, Councilmember Myrta Cole, was unable to join us this morning. We also have Reverend Gerald Brown with UAMIC, the United African American Ministerial Action Council, Pastor Don Connolly with the Encanto Southern Baptist Church. Pastor Calvin Langston will also be joining us. Of course, Ricky Lassiter is doing a phenomenal job, pastor for our city. And I believe we're going to have Pastor Wells that will join us as well, all members of our community here in this surrounding area. And these gentlemen work every day with this neighborhood, and particularly Pastor Don Connolly, whose church is just a few hundred feet away from where we stand this morning. 10 years ago, when it came to getting shovels in the ground to fix our streets and other community assets, the city only scratched the surface, doing just a handful of projects each year. Now we're investing $10 million in our communities every week. In fact, the number of construction projects is at the highest level in a decade. And this year alone, we are investing nearly $500 million to rebuild our neighborhood infrastructure. And this spring, I recommend to the City Council a budget plan to go even forward. We'll triple the street repair funding in 2017. Our investments over the last 2 years are paying off, especially for our underserved communities like this beautiful neighborhood. And today, we're very proud to announce a new milestone. Last year, I set a goal of fixing 1,000 miles of roads over 5 years. Well, today, I am thrilled to announce that we are already a quarter of the way done in just 11 months. We have repaired more than 250 miles of roads since we launched this initiative last July. And we have set a San Diego road repair record, the most miles in the shortest amount of time in modern history. And crossing this milestone means that we're well ahead of our goal of fixing 1,000 miles of streets. And of course, there is more to come in every single neighborhood across this great city. And we're not doing it based on politics. We're doing it based on community needs that are reflective in the data that we've gathered. Our city has come a long way in the last few years. If not for the pension crisis, our city would have had an extra $1 billion over the past 10 years. That's a lot of money for our streets, public safety, and our neighborhoods. And that's why I will never let our city repeat those financial mistakes of the past. Together, and I mean together, we are turning our city around. We are fixing our roads and infrastructure. We are giving our neighborhoods the attention that they deserve and the investments that they require. And today is proof of that. And as long as we work together, collaboration, and as long as our city leaders remain committed to putting our neighborhoods first, we're going to be able to achieve this success in every community across the city. We have a very effective plan that I'm proud to be working with my colleagues on the City Council to repair our streets and infrastructure, not only today, tomorrow, but for years to come. That's what gets results when you work together with community leaders, when you work together with the mayor and the City Council, as we work together to hit that 1,000 miles of road repair. And next, I'm proud to introduce a council member who's the chair of our City Council Infrastructure Committee, who's been a champion for investing in infrastructure, Councilmember Mark Kersey. Mark?
Well, thank you, Mayor. I'd like to start by echoing the mayor's comments about the situation at UCLA. I did a program at the UCLA Business School, and so definitely thinking about the broader UCLA family as well as the families of the victims up there. This is a great moment for our city here. When we announced last year when the mayor announced that we were going to do 1,000 miles of road repair over the next 5 years, I said I personally want to celebrate every mile of that goal. So I'm really thrilled to be here that we're celebrating mile 250 because that is 250 miles of smoother, safer, and beautiful new pothole-free streets. No matter where you live in the city, whether here in Encanto or in Rancho Bernardo in my district, when your street is repaved, it makes an incredible difference to your community. And that's why our streets are a top priority for this mayor, this council, as well as all San Diegans. As routine maintenance like this becomes the norm, there will be fewer potholes and we'll be able to complete repairs more efficiently and effectively. I'd like to thank the mayor for his continued commitment to infrastructure improvements.
I wanted to make sure that we also had the opportunity to introduce the pastor who represents the congregation up the street, right around the corner here, Pastor Donald Connolly with the Encanto Southern Baptist Church. Pastor Connolly. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. And to those of you that are here, we'd like to just say that the long-term intangible effects of what's been happening here is people are starting to take pride in our Encanto community. People are being able now to drive the streets, and the long-term effect, I believe, is we can spend more money now on other priorities rather than fixing our tires, our alignments, and our cars. And it's safer. Because up here around the corner, the sidewalks have been put in. Kids can walk back and forth to school now without any fear of a car hitting them while they're walking in the roadway. And so I just appreciate the fact that we here at Encanto have started to get a little priority in fixing our streets as well as helping our properties and our businesses to be improved. And I just look forward to a long-term relationship with this mayor and the city council and other leaders in this community. Thank you very much, Mayor.
Thank you, Pastor. Amen. Thank you, Pastor. Thank you, Pastor. Again, I want to thank all the members of the City Council, Councilmember Kersey of our Infrastructure Committee, Councilmember Myrtle Cole, who represents this phenomenal, great neighborhood. Our commitment is going to continue to be to investing in our infrastructure, particularly street repair. The fact that we've already surpassed our goal is good news, and I'm here to say that we are going to continue this. We will reach that 1,000 miles of road repair, and we are going to do it in expedited fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Thank you again for all of your help and attendance. This is a team effort, the city and the community working together, and I can't wait to see us continue to do this in every single neighborhood across the city. And with that, any of us will be able to answer any questions one-on-one. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, Pastor.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.